Good morning students. So far we have learned about the three types of rock that are classified on the basis of their formation. So those three rocks are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So we have learned about these three types of rocks, how they are formed, their different types. So we have learned about all these three rocks. Today we are going to learn about the rock cycle, of how they change into each other and how these different types of rocks are formed with the help of each other rock or the weather conditions or the climate. So open your books on page number 129. We are going to learn about rock cycle and the steps of rock cycle. So page number 129, the rock cycle. First step is the metamorphic to igneous. So the metamorphic rocks change into igneous rocks. How? Metamorphic rocks present deep inside the Earth's crust melt from magma and form magma. Now we have learned that how igneous rocks are formed. Igneous rocks are formed when the rocks deep inside the Earth's crust, they melt and they form magma and lava, and then they cool down to form igneous rocks. So that is how igneous rocks are formed from metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks that are present deep inside the Earth's crust, they melt and then they form magma, and then they come out on the surface, on the Earth's surface, then they cool down to become igneous rocks. Then the second is igneous to sedimentary rocks. Igneous rocks undergo weathering and are broken down into small particles. So due to soil erosion or heavy wind or the force of water pressure, so igneous rocks, they undergo weathering and then they are broken down into small pieces, small particles, and then these rocks go down into the sea and are compacted to make sedimentary rocks. So we learned in sedimentary rocks that they are formed when the tiny particles of the weathered rocks, they form a layer one on top of each other and they are cemented and compacted together. That is how sedimentary rocks are formed, and this happens in the seabed. So igneous rocks, they undergo weathering and are broken down into small particles. Then these rocks go into the sea and are compacted to make sedimentary rocks. Then sedimentary to metamorphic rocks. Sedimentary rocks sink lower under great pressure and temperature. At the end, they deform and become metamorphic rocks. So sedimentary rocks, what happens with them is they sink lower in the sea, and this happens under great temperature and under great pressure, and then they deform and change into metamorphic rocks. So what we have learned so far is from metamorphic rocks to igneous rocks. Metamorphic rocks that are present deep inside the Earth's crust, they melt and then they form magma, and then when they come on the Earth's surface, they cool down to form igneous rocks. Then from igneous rocks to sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, they go through weathering and go through a lot of pressure and temperature, and then they break down into small particles, and then these particles go in the seabeds and form there, and they are compacted together in the form of layers, and this forms sedimentary rocks. Then sedimentary to metamorphic rocks, these sedimentary rocks, they go further down into the sea, and due to heat, due to extreme pressure and extreme temperature, and then they deform, and then that is how metamorphic rocks are formed. Then from metamorphic to sedimentary rocks. Metamorphic rocks move up to the surface of the earth due to the movement inside the earth's crust and get exposed to weathering. Then they are broken down and recompacted to make sedimentary rocks. So sometimes metamorphic rocks, they move up to the earth's surface due to the movement, intense movement in the earth's crust, and then they get exposed to a lot of weathering, and so they again break down, they deform, and that is how sedimentary rocks are formed. So metamorphic to sedimentary rocks again. Now sedimentary to igneous rocks. Sedimentary rocks first become metamorphic and then igneous, or may directly change to igneous rocks by sinking down during the time of earthquakes. Mostly sedimentary rocks, they first change into metamorphic rocks and then those metamorphic rocks, they turn into igneous rocks. But sometimes they also directly change to form igneous rocks as they sink down during the time of earthquakes, and that then they melt, and then the magma is produced, and then they come to the surface of the earth, and then they are cooled down to form igneous rocks. Then again, igneous to metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks present on the surface of earth sink below to earth's movement and become metamorphic rocks under high pressure and temperature. So igneous rocks are turned into metamorphic rocks because how that happens is, igneous rocks that are present on the surface of the earth, they sink below due to earth's movement and become metamorphic rocks under high temperature and high pressure. So we have covered all 6 points so far, and if you turn your page to page number 130, we can see there is a diagram of rock cycle that is given over here on page number 130. So we'll see what this diagram says. First of all, the metamorphic rocks, they melt, magma is formed, they have melted, and the crystallization of magma has happened. Then the igneous rocks are formed. Then the weathering of the rocks at surface. These igneous rocks, they are prone to weathering, and then they break down into small particles. They form sedimentary rocks. Then erosion and transportation. What happens is, they are transported to the seabeds, and then one layer on top of the other is cemented of these small tiny particles. Hence, the sedimentary rocks are formed. Then the sedimentary rocks, they sometimes go deep into the seabed due to intense pressure and temperature. So that is burial and compactation of the sedimentary rocks. So they are formed into metamorphic rocks, and so on the cycle goes on. So this is the rock cycle for today. We have learned so far about the rock cycle, and the topic of rocks is completed in the chapter rocks and minerals. In the next class, we will start with a new topic, that is minerals. But before that, this is your homework for today. You have to do this in your books only, in the book itself. So in order to be able to do this, you have to read what we have read so far and revise it thoroughly. Now that is all. Thank you and have a nice day.